G'day guys, Nick here again from CPAT Reviews. It's great to be with you. Today we're going to be taking a look at the new ResMed F30i. Now, not too long ago, I did a review on the ResMed F30, and in that review, I suggested perhaps to hold off for the release of this mask. The reason being is that the F30 just wasn't getting great reviews, and I had a feeling that perhaps they'd learned from that feedback and those bad reviews and implement some changes with this new mask, which I think they've done. So in this video, we're going to be having a nice look at the mask. I'm going to show you the different components and how the mask fits together and just be guiding you with some of that feedback that we've received from this mask, okay? I think it could be a winner, especially if you're someone that's struggling with perhaps the claustrophobia of a big full face mask, or if you're struggling with the bridge of the nose, or maybe you just want a little bit more freedom when you're moving around of a nighttime. Now, one thing with this mask is there's a lot of variety when it comes for sizing, okay? There's this frame section. You can get it in a small, medium, and large. And with the cushion section at the front, you can get that in a small, medium, small wide, and wide. So because there is so much variety in sizing, I think it's an important point that if you want to go and get one, to not buy it online. You should probably go into a clinic, have it properly fitted, go home, try it out. And if you're not confident with the size, that way you can go back to the clinic and then maybe exchange it for a different size. So that's my advice to you just regarding the purchasing of this mask, okay? A lot of variety in sizing. But anyway, let's have a quick look at the mask so you can see it nice and close, and that way you get a better understanding of how it all fits together. Alrighty, so this is a close-up of the F30i. Just spin it around nice and quick so you can have a bit of a look. So the old F30 had the connection here. Now it's at the top of the head. We've got these nice magnetic clips on the bottom, and we have exhalation ports at the front here, here, where the air is going to come out. And also at the top, you can see those holes there. The beautiful thing about this mask, obviously, you don't have anything up here. So you've got nice, clear line of sight as well. Very less claustrophobic mask compared to some of the other full face masks available. Obviously, when you don't have the connection here and you have it at the top of the head, it means when you're lying down like so, the tubing connecting here, you're not going to have anything sort of dangling around at the front of you here. So it makes it easy just to sort of turn around when you're sleeping. All right, I'll take the mask apart so you can have a look what it looks like when you take the components off. So these little frame sections, you just literally just sort of push down and they sort of pop out. And this is our cushion. This section here where the nose fits, that's the part that changes size. I don't believe the actual mouth section changes size. I think they've made it wide enough. Sort of a silicone part and then a harder silicone part here. Then we have our frame assembly, which is this silicone part with the hard plastic parts on the end, and our headgear section. And then last but not least is the elbow section. Okay, and it's got little quick release parts. But that's it. Nice and easy to take apart, nice and easy to clean, and nice and easy to put back together. Okay, guys, I'd like to talk about the feedback regarding the F30i. The feedback for the F30 was horrible, to put it bluntly, but it was, especially for ResMed standards. For the F30i, although it hasn't been around a long period of time, the feedback's been excellent. Out of the 20 reviews I had a look at, it was rating at 4.5 out of 5 stars, and the reviews were glowing. People were ecstatic that they'd found such an amazing mask. So it's definitely one to put on your radar. Most of the positive feedback was surrounding the fact that this is a minimalistic full face mask, and people were loving the fact that they weren't having bridge of the nose issues, and they felt more comfortable when they were moving around of a nighttime, going from back to side and so forth. They also found that it was a great seal, and they also liked the fact they had that clear side of vision. Another positive feedback was they weren't getting tangled up in the tubing when they were turning around. Because this mask connects at the top, it means it's much easier to maneuver in the bed. Some of the negative feedback was regarding mask seal, and that's common with most of my reviews. Obviously, there's a large amount of faces and face shapes and nose shapes, so it's quite hard for these manufacturers to come up with masks that's going to fit everyone. ResMed's come up with quite a large variety when it comes to the frame and the shapes of the cushions for this mask. So if you do go to a clinic and try out the different cushions, you're more than likely going to find one that does fit your nose, face, mouth shape. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did find it useful, please give me the thumbs up, show your support, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. On a final note, remember this mask does have a lot of variety. So if you are thinking of looking at it, make sure you go into a clinic and pick one up in the clinic. Don't buy it online. I know sometimes it's convenient and it's just easy to go and do it, but go and show your support, go into a clinic, say hello, get some face-to-face contact with a consultant. And that way, you know, you're supporting those guys that are putting a lot of money into having places for you to go when you do get stuck with your gear. So I know there's online, I know it's nice and cheap, but every now and again, just throw a bit of money into the clinics. Otherwise, they'll all be gone and you'll be left with me for support. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it at that. Hope everything's going well with your sleep apnea and have yourself a great day. Cheers.